So Margaret Fuller was both a feminist and transcendentalist. But first of all, I'm going to start talking about her role as a feminist. And she was really influential. Susan B. Anthony and Katie Stanton once said that she possessed more influence on the thought of American women than any woman previous to her time. So part of what distinguishes her is the fact that she was an earlier feminist. And part of the reason why she was so influential is the fact that she didn't just talk the talk, she kind of walked the walk as well. And she showed women that they could be integrated and accepted into society because she was invited to study at Harvard Hall Library, which was a very male-dominated setting. And she was invited to be an editor for the Tribune newspaper, and she was allowed to be a foreign correspondent for the newspaper. So men realized her superior intellect and intelligence, and they could see that she could really thrive and do well in these male-dominated settings, and so they included her in them. So in that sense, she really showed women that it is possible to succeed. So another contribution of hers was a book that she wrote called Women in the 19th Century, and this kind of mixes her feminist and transcendentalist ideals. Because while transcendentalism, the cultivation of an individual is a really transcendentalist idea, the idea that women were kind of equal to men in the sense that they need to cultivate themselves is a more feminist idea. So as far as transcendentalism goes, she worked a lot with Hawthorne and Emerson and others, and that was another example of her really thriving in a male-dominated setting because most of the time her transcendentalist colleagues were men, and they really accepted her views though, and they let her work on the dial, which was just basically a conversation, philosophical conversation and dialogue about transcendentalist values. So, I guess, continuing that thought in that not only women respected her, but men did as well. Horace Greeley, who was the man who invited her to work at the Tribune, said that she was really logical and really superior intellectually, and that she had the ablest, bravest, and broadest assertion yet made on women's rights in her book.